Shalom everyone, welcome back to the Archdiocese Kota Kinabalu studio with another podcast session today where we tell your story for His glory. So today we are joined by two young sisters who is wearing a beautiful blue habits today with us. They've recently met their perpetual vows this month, if I'm not mistaken. As we would say here in Sabah, we will call them a young sumandak. Ya, yang sumandak yang sudah mengatakan ya kepada panggilan Tuhan. So again, sister, we want to congratulate you for your perpetual vows that has been going this month, kan?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll be chatting with them about their vocation journey, and if you guys have any question for our guest today, please drop it down in the comment section, and we would love to hear it from you. So sit back, relax, and let's get this started. Okay, so again, sister, hi, shalom. How are you today?
Fine. Good.
Fine.
It was a pleasure to meet you today, sister. So before we start this, maybe sister pun tidak kenal saya. Yeah, so let me introduce my name first. My name is Seron Ezra, so you can call me Seron lah.
Seron.
Yeah, Seron. So our viewers today would love to know about you, sister. So maybe you can please introduce a little bit about yourself, where you come from, maybe your name first. Yeah. So are you based in Sabah or somewhere else? Yeah, maybe you can start with sister. Yeah.
Sure. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sister Aemy. I'm from Pinampang, Kota Kinabalu. I was born here, and my Catholic faith was raised in Sacred Heart Cathedral, and I was born from a small family, but I was not born Catholic, but was a convert Catholic. And we are three siblings in the family, and I'm the eldest. Yeah.
Wow, thank you, sister.
Yeah.
Sister Aemy.
Yes, Sister
Aemy.
And me, I'm Sister Laurin. I'm from Taiping, but I belongs to the convent di Kuala Lumpur lah. So we are three in the family, and I'm the youngest. So Sister Aemy is the eldest, and then I'm the youngest. Same also Sister Aemy. They are three, and we are also three in the family. So before I entered the convent, I also had the opportunity to work. I study for medical, and then I work in the medical almost 5 years before I entered the convent. So yeah, that is a bit of me.
Okay, so if sister was the youngest, I'm also the youngest
Wow,
sister.
okay.
Okay, so everyone, in this podcast session, we will be mixing two languages, which is English and Malaysia lah. So if you guys have any question, whether in English or in Malaysia, please do drop it down in the comment section. Okay, jangan malu-malu, jangan takut untuk bertanya lah with our guest today. Begitu. So we will get into deeper question, yeah. So relax ya, sister. Okay. Okay. So as a human being itself, kan, sister, me myself itself, we will face fears, doubts in our lives every day, begitu. So maybe this question I want to ask Sister Aemy first.
Yes.
If you have ever faced any fears, doubts or struggles during your discernments. Maybe this was before you become a sister. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Sister.
So for me, fear is very normal human reaction. So of course I feel fear, no, at first in the beginning, but the desire to belong to God, to be called, is stronger than the fear. So that pushed me to really go and search out what is really I want in my heart, what is really the treasure that I'm seeking, what is really the belonging to God that moved me to answer this call. So fear is always there, but the trust in God and trust in His grace are more powerful. Yes.
Okay, kita modify sedikit itu question boleh? Sister Laura loh kan?
Laurin.
Laurin. Okay. So maybe untuk the question for Sister Laurin is what the challenges you encounter and how do you overcome it lah? Ini maybe tadi Sister Aemy was before,
Okay.
after, yeah.
Okay. For me, when I feel that I have this call to follow Jesus, Of course, I surrender myself knowing that saya tidak tahu bah saya punya life yang akan datang. Tapi what to say, like like to give oneself, you need to put challenges. You need to see the challenges. Need to what you say, courage. You need to be courage. You need to be courage to answer the God's call. It's really difficult. It's really challenging. It's not easy. But it is not impossible, because when God calls each of us, He already prepared grace for us. So it is how depends on us to say the yes of Jesus.
Wow, such a very inspireful jawapan daripada sister. Oh yeah, and then this next question maybe I want to ask Sister Laurin lah, because Sister Laurin saya tadi dia ada pengalaman bekerja selama 5 tahun in medical punya medical field lah. Is it apa tu kita panggil tu? Doktor kah? Apakah?
Ya, saya di bahagian dialisis.
So, how did your family react when you wanted to become a sister begitu? Macam tiba-tiba saya mau jadi sister begitu.
It is not at one short moment. They can see from my reaction, the way how I'm acting with them, the way how I doing my work, everything. So little by little, I try to find a good time to tell to my family that I have interested to become a sister. Of course, the first reaction is they got shocked. And then because like me, I'm also not born as a Catholic. So I also was converted when I was a kid. So it's quite difficult, because since we are not so much religious, not like always active in the church. So suddenly when I beritahu my mom, she said, "Are you sure you want to become a sister? Because to become a sister, you don't have a salary." So it's like they are not only the family side, but also my friends and relatives. There are a lot of kinds of rejection and also discouragement. But again, that what I feel, that the grace of God is there. So that moment I feel is very strong, that I want to stand for what I feel, the fire within me. So that is what I feel that moment.
It takes courage to say
yes. Yes, it's true.
5 years of bekerja bukan mudah. And then to Sister Aemy, if I'm not mistaken, tadi Sister cakap Sister pun was not born as a Catholic family kah?
Born Catholic.
So how did Sister punya family react to this begitu?
Actually, since we are not born Catholic, but my mother was really fall in love with this Catholic faith. So many things I learned from her, how to pray, how to really spend time with God. So of course, she really understand this kind of desire, because she also before longing to belong to God, but she said that maybe God have another plan for her. So she said, but if this is what you like, then I could not say no, because if this is what God wants you, and if this is really the treasure deep within you, then I can only support you. But of course, it's not easy as elders to let go of me for them. It's really a big sacrifice.
True.
Yes.
Okay, Sister. This next question is more factual question. So maybe both of you, kalau orang cakap kan boleh bergabung jawapan kali ya. Okay. So the Pauline sisters take their name from Saint Paul the Apostle, the great evangelizer of the early church, which is Saint Paul was considered the patron and model of your congregation. So how does his missionary spirit continue to inspire your ministry in media and communication today?
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you can start with either Sister Aemy, Sister Laurin.
For me, because it is the founder, our founder, Blessed James Alberioni, that he is the one who took the patron as Saint Paul, because among all the evangelists, apostle, Paul is the greatest preacher of the Gentile. So he went to every corner just to preach about Jesus. So even in the Bible we could see that among all the letters of Saint Paul is the 13 letters. No, he have a lot of letters compared with other evangelists or apostles. So from all the studies and what our experience as a daughters of Saint Paul, why we hold the charism as a daughters of Saint Paul is a model of Saint Paul, because as what Saint Paul did to become a great preacher, to do everything, to known in every corner of the place, Jesus to be known. So that's why the same things, wherever we can preach, we try to preach Jesus Christ through this media apostolate.
Wow. From Sister Amy.
Yeah, so it's like Saint Paul, no, also using his letter in spreading the gospel. So this is also how we are also as a daughters of Saint Paul, like what our founder, Blessed James Abarioni, used this patron Saint Paul, because to proclaim the gospel through our life, our weakness of life nowadays, with especially with the digital, with the science of time now, with all the social communication. So this is how we see Saint Paul also preach to all people from one area to another area, missionary journey. So this is also part of our life as a daughter of Saint Paul, not just focus on the local, but internationally. Yeah.
Wow, the very great.
Yeah.
Apa tuh kita punya the great Saint Paul. Yeah. So okay, sister. Yang ini more kepada fun fact punya question lah, sister. Okay. So many of us are familiar with the white habits of some religious sisters, but Pauline's sister wear blue one. Okay. So could you share any maybe story symbolizing behind this choice and how it reflects your spirituality and mission? Because blue is one of my favorite colors, sister. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So maybe we can start from Sister Amy.
So actually, the blue habit, no, is not really the choice of our congregation, because from the previous, from our history, our co-founders, Prima Maestra Tecla, her habit is black because they started from Italian. So the Italian, they wear black because those during winter time, when they go out for mission, it's very cold, so they need to keep themselves warm. But after, for a time, they changed to white habit also, but they realize it's having difficulty because they are going to preach, no, going to house visit. So the white habit also get dirt easily with the rosary. So after the Vatican, so they decide to changes of the habit become this, no, according to our province.
Yes.
But this habit is actually not really applied to all the countries, because as we said, the daughter of Saint Paul, we are preaching the gospel and the culture. So we also abide with the circumscription of different countries. Like example, in India, they are not wearing the blue habit, they are wearing sari because of the culture. So it's really depend, no? But the most important thing is our emblem, this one, the insignia, our emblem, that signify our mission. Wherever country, your daughter of Saint Paul, no matter your habit is different, but this is our symbolic. Yeah, our symbolic.
Okay.
Yes.
I will just add a bit from Sister Amy, since Sister Amy already talked about our emblem. So I will just would explain to you about this emblem. So if wherever since we don't have a common habit, so how we are getting to know that this is our sisters from Daughters of Saint Paul. So through our emblem, this one, this is where we can see that, oh, this is our sister, because in different country, they are using different habit, different colors. So we get to know that this is our sister through this emblem. So this emblem, actually, there is a long one is where the satellite, there is a satellite, symbolize communication. And then there is an open Bible, which is a word of God. No? So in the back, there is a Saint Paul, our model and preacher. So always put in your heart that I'm not alone, that I'm doing this one. The Word of God there, Saint Paul is journeying together with us.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Toh tadi sister ada bagi tahu apa tu ikut country dia punya warna baju.
Baju,
beza-beza.
yeah.
So this one is only in Malaysia or?
We are one province. So Malaysia is under Philippines and Thailand. So Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand is one province. So we have a same habit.
So the other one using black.
Not black anymore, but some like Brazil, they are not in habit. Some countries not with the habit, like Venezuela, Brazil. Some countries are not wearing habit. They are only wearing like this, like Good Shepherd sister lah. Like in India, the sisters are wearing sari, and the sari is color cream, not cream mixed with the chocolate. So in Korea, they also wear different. So it depends on the countries. So it's more on how you adapt to the culture of the local church you are serving. Yes.
Okay. So actually dari tadi saya mau tanya sister this question. Why sister choose to be a Pauline sister dari banyak-banyak congregation? Why this one? Yeah.
Okay.
For me personally, I believe that God is the one choose, not me, because in my life, when the first time I see the Daughters of Saint Paul sister who having mission in my parish, so that is my first time that I see a nun. And I got surprised, how come a sister is very happy and talking with the people around? Because in my mind, a sister just in the convent, no, you should just pray and pray. But I was so inspired that a sister can be like a friend that you can share all your problems or whatever as a friends that accompany a journey together. So that is one of the things that I feel so inspired with the sister, no.
What about sister Aemy?
Okay, so this question for me is enter into the heart of my vocation story, because for me, since young, I met the Franciscan sister and the Daughters of Saint Paul, so they are not really new to me, but for me to enter the Daughter of Saint Paul as Pauline sister is also not my choice, because many times during my childhood, I have been looking for books, especially during my years of preparing for baptism. When I attend the Archdiocese, I try to looking for Bible story and first prayer book. All those books are coming from the Daughters of Saint Paul. And also, especially during my discernment years, wherever I go for attending daily mass, even Sunday mass with my family, wherever I go, which parish, the Daughters of Saint Paul are always there. And this question comes to me and always asks, Lord, is there something so unique about these Daughters of Saint Paul? Are they merely selling the books? But for me, it is not. It is something more than that. Yes.
Wow, thank you sister for sharing your wonderful Sarasa stories from your why did you choose to be a Pauline sister. And then mungkin yang ini quite funny sister. Oh yeah sister, before that there's some question here. Sisters, I have a question for you. What is your biggest challenge in keeping up with the current digital trends? So maybe either Sister Laurin or Sister Aemy can jawab.
Challenging. For me personally, challenging. Working in the media is not easy. Yet we are given a study. Like me and Sister Aemy, we just finished our studies in communication. So we are taught how to use the communication in proper way. So since the knowledge is there, how we are going to use, especially this time AI is very crucial. So everything is provided. Like you ask AI, everything the AI will give you. But again, think and take moment that what AI is giving, it is true. So maybe it can help you to give some idea, but AI always need to be guided. by human being. So all the technology, the advanced technology that is always coming ahead of us is just to help us, but we should not misuse those technology, take it for granted, not take it for granted. Yes.
Okay, another one, sister. Hello, Sister Laurin. I have a question. Or maybe this one is for Sister Laurin. How do you adapt from working life to a religious life?
Okay, I was working in the medical. Okay, every month I receive salary, no, because we work. And yet the emptiness, because among the medical field, I work a bit challenging part where dialysis, every day you need to see blood. So even I try to do my best in working challenging part where the patient sometimes just collapse like this, like that. And the end, when I receive my money, my salary, still there is something lacking. So I say that, Lord, what shall I do? Where you are calling me? Maybe more. What is that? I always ask Jesus. So that is the time, all discernment period, where I'm still searching for my life. Because during that time, I'm just 22 years old. I was working, but I don't have a special friend. So I'm still just looking at the world, what the world can give for me, and how I'm responding to this world. So that is the moment where I believe God is, the seed is already planted already when I was baptized. But that the time, when the time that I say, Lord, I do not know my life, what I'm doing. End of the month, I receive a salary, and yet I still not contented. I'm still searching for something. So that the time the seed is already bloomed. So that the time also the sisters, I saw our Daughters of St. Paul sister having mission in my parish. So that is the time also their words, the advice of the sisters really helped me to reflect and to take that one as challenges, to courage to respond to God's word. It's not at one time, like not just a week, a month, but it's also take a years to discern. So for me personally, I took around more than a year to really agree with my family, to also let my family receive the blessing from my family, and then I enter. It took time also, from the working to the religious life.
Wow. Wow, satu kata wow je gitu. Okay, so maybe this question is more kepada Sister Aemy lah kan. So tadi Sister Laurin sudah jawab. Tadi Sister Laurin ada mentions about AI. So this is a question about your POV je lah begitu. Okay. So with AI becoming an increasingly powerful part of our daily life, and in the light of Pope Leo baru mengeluarkan ensiklik dia yang berkenan tentang Humanitas Magnifica, is it? Ya, kalau saya tidak silap.
Ya, betul itu.
Ya, betul kan?
Betul,
Ya.
betul.
So, what is your thought on this, the opportunities and challenges that these new technologies present for evangelization, communication, and promotion of human dignity?
Okay. So as Daughters of St. Paul looking for our mission, I can see that this AI provide really wider opportunity for our evangelization. No? Because of course we can reach more audience, especially using this AI with the ability to help us, especially like translation. It helps us to reach different countries with the language that they are able to help us, but of course we need to verify what they have translated, and to reach a different part of the world, our same mission but in the same message of God, no? Like that. So the opportunity are wider, but of course the challenges is always there. That's why the personal responsibility, and also as a daughter of St. Paul, how do I also use this AI and also share what I have known to the young ones, no? Because AI always give something good to us, but how do we use it responsibly for evangelization, especially nowadays. They can even help us to make a song, but we also need to verify whether the script is coming from us or we just depend on them to make for us. So we provide the content. So that is very important.
Even sekarang muka orang pun
Yes,
mungkin
yes.
di-AI kan sister.
Betul lah, betul
Dia
lah tu.
diam-diam begini pun tiba-tiba pandai hai begitu. So, okay. Sister want to add more?
Human dignity is very important in the using this AI. So, as a digital technology, AI is advancing. The ethical problem is also very crucial. So we need to see also how much we give the human dignity in using AI. Yeah.
Okay. So before kita pergi soalan seterusnya sister, this is saya rasa macam lucu sebab dia tiba-tiba pop up. Is it ada lelaki juga kah yang in this congregation begitu? So it's more macam kepada luar negara kan sister begitu. So is it perempuan je yang menyahut panggilan ini?
What you mean in the social media work? Or?
In this congregation.
Okay, we have Society of St. Paul where the media priest. So we are counterpart of the media priest. So what is the difference with the Society of St. Paul Fathers, which is a media priest and a media nuns? They can celebrate sacrament and we cannot do that. So, but we are doing the same mission together. Yeah.
Okay. So mungkin kau pun tertanya-tanya nih kan, adakah lelaki? Okay. Okay, sister. So saya rasa the youngster di sini dan juga our viewers tonight, mungkin dorang sekarang tengah discern about their callings. So what would you want to say to someone who feels afraid to respond to the God's calling? Maybe both of you can answer this question.
Okay, for me, feeling rasa takut tu memang ordinary lah. Everyone as a human being ada rasa takut, rasa tak selesa, rasa doubt, all those things. But it's very natural for us to feel these things. But what is my message? Yeah, say that when God planted something in your heart, He already prepared the grace, unseen grace. So it depends on us how we are responding to that grace, because it is a free gift that Jesus gave us. So that is my message.
What about Sister Aemy?
Ya, itu takut memang very natural lah. All of us ada itu perasaan kan. But we can try to go beyond, because this is also when we feel not comfortable, so we want to run away. But when we try to embrace it and we look to it, what is really I'm seeking, then little by little, even the fear will help us to discover what our heart truly meant for it. And of course, we need to take time to listen and take time to pray also. And if there is a need, talk to someone whom you trust and who can guide you along the journey. Then little by little, you will discover what God really wants you to be. Yes.
Yeah, it is a step-by-step process.
Okay, sini sister ada soalan. Hi sisters, can you share a story of someone whose life was transformed through your vocations? Thanks. Maybe either one lah. Siapa yang akan jawab soalan ini?
Yeah, I can say my own sister. My blood sister, Irene. Maybe my life to this consecrated life where I choose, make her realize that she also need to be close with Jesus, because I think it's that point of time of her life also changed. So of course, I and my sister, kami dua orang saja perempuan. So satu first is kakak, dan abang, dan saya. So saya dengan kakak saya memang rapat. So when I want to enter, she feel so much hurt, because I will go to do my formation in the Philippines. So I will not be in Malaysia. So there is already detachment, everything. Yes, it's very difficult for my sister to accept the reality that I need to berpisah sama dia lah. But that is what also where the Lord also changed her heart. And nowadays I can see that she's praying more than me. Yeah, she trusts Jesus. Everything she will say that, don't worry, Jesus will do. Like that. So that is what I feel, that it is somehow from my vocation, other is also being transformed.
Inspired to inspired.
Yes.
Yeah. Sister Aemy,
So for me also, I can see really big transformation during my formation, how my father have really little by little understand that this is the vocation that I'm going to embrace, because in the beginning, of course, it's not easy, as an eldest, to let go of me to enter this religious life. But one time, I remember during the Divine Mercy Sunday, I have a long conversation with him during my junior rate, and that time I was a bit not feeling so well. I was sickly during my study years, and I remember this word that my father told me, that I thought that he will ask me to go home because you are not well, how can you serve? But instead, he have given me all the remedy to take care of myself, how to really remain good health. He said that if you're not in good health, how do you serve the people? So he said that, just that, take care of yourself and do this, give you this remedy, and you do this, you drink this, and you will be okay. So I was really being blessed by this, how my father have little by little, accept this reality of my choice. Yeah.
Kita ada soalan lagi. Okay, ada di sini. Hi, good evening to both sisters. What are your biggest challenge when you have already entered into religious life? Tadi mungkin Sister Laurin sudah jawab after jadi sister. Sister Aemy mungkin boleh jawab this question.
Okay, what are the biggest challenge? For me, going to the Philippines as I enter my formation years, of course, I am living with the sisters and my companion from different parts of the world, like example from China, from Thailand, and even in Malaysia, we are also different, no? We are Indian and Chinese. We live in different race and different diversity. But one thing I feel that this challenge also can become an asset, because we see the gift of each one. But of course, the challenge, the misunderstanding, the conflict are always there. But how I am going to, from this conflict, try to understand what my sister is trying to let me know. And also, of course, to see the gift that they have that I don't have, then we try to complement each other. So this is the beauty of community life. Of course, it's not easy, because it needs a lot of patience and a lot of tolerance within one another. So, but with God's grace, everything is really, you see it that when I have this gift and this sister have this gift, when we put it together, and it makes the community very beautiful.
Yeah, it creates another things.
Oh yeah, sister. Before we go to the last question, I guess, I have question. So tadi sister cakap formation in Philippines, and maybe ada some other sister punya friends maybe kena bagi di tempat yang lain, or maybe only in Philippines the formation years.
Because we are under Philippines province, and since the Philippines province is a majority Catholic, it is easy for us Malaysian and Thailand to having a formation there.
So tadi saya mau tanya batu, kalau if just in case sister was asked to pergi di tempat yang luar negara lagi jauh begitu, it's more kepada challenges, language barriers begitu. Adakah sister pernah menghadapi itu? Especially maybe Sister Laurin lah tiba-tiba pergi Sabah kan.
For me, both of us, we just back from Italy, so we had our corso for preparation for perpetual. Kami ada short corso in Italy, so we stay less than a year, 10 months like that. So the challenging, of course, weather, food, culture, language. So it's always, if whatever you can accept means that it's not challenging anymore. So challenging comes when you see the difficulties in front of your eyes, that you need to go through, you need to pass through those things. So like me also, I'm coming from the community, Indian community speaking. So when I enter, so this is also for the young ladies who watch this one. Sometimes they ragu-ragu, oh, saya punya English is not good, how I'm going to enter the Daughters of St. Paul. It's an international congregation like that. Don't worry, my English is so bad before I enter the convent. I can just speak Tamil and then a bit of Chinese because I work in the Chinese hospital, and then I know Bahasa. So I'm not good much in English, but God will give the grace when the formation is happen. Every day you listen, you try to speak, it automatically come the language way of learning. And also when you enjoy, even you feel it is difficult, God is also providing all the gift, which is a grace, that you can live in that life. Like for me, I'm used to eat kari dal, makan kari ayam, kari ikan. Pergi Philippines mana ada kari ayam, kari ikan. So kami, tapi ada grace itu. Boleh saya dengan Sister Aemy 13 tahun di, less than 13 tahun di Philippines. So it is not impossible. It is possible, everything with the grace of God.
Wow, okay. How about Sister Aemy? Sister Aemy was, the first language was English?
No, I speak Cantonese in my family. Yeah.
So how did you adapt with the situation?
Because English was very considered formal language even in our country, in Malaysia. So since young, I have went to school and we are taught English. But since I went for Chinese school, so I have additional subject for Mandarin. So for me, it's something benefit because I can use it also when I meet other people who are Chinese, no. But when come to when I have my formation in the Philippines, so Tagalog is something new to me. But I feel that is of course in the beginning it's not easy to learn. But since it's similar with Bahasa, the Tagalog, so I also take interest, no, to learn this. And little, I came to know there are many things are so interesting when learning something new.
Yes.
So do not be afraid to explore and to discover this, because all of us have the gift to learn something that God has given, just like this, no, language. Yeah. Although it's not easy to learn, but there is always grace. Yeah.
So anyway, you two are classmates, kasi?
Yeah, we are
batchmate.
Classmate, batchmate.
And Sam lagi kena formation, apa formation niya pula? Professional vows.
Yes,
Yes.
also.
Okay, so any more questions we have? Tidak. Okay. So maybe anyone's, mungkin ada yang ada. Okay, sini. And sisters, how do you see vocation evolving in the next 10 to 20 years? Especially in a digital and globalized world?
10 to 20 years. Maybe, yeah, it's advanced. Like those days, vocation is, you see our sisters are doing printing press. So the mission is developing in different way. The preaching is development in different way. But we are doing the same work, only in different way of media. So vocation, yeah, this time there is a lack of vocation in not only here in Asia, but also in other countries, especially in Europe, a lot of less vocation. But there are some countries also growing, like Africa, and some of the Asia countries also growing. So after 10 to 20 years, I'm not sure what will God do in the miracle way, but we leave everything to the hand of God, and I believe that God will not abandon His church.
Sister Aemy ada mau tambah?
Yeah, for me also, as we can see the digital world are growing, So more on our young people today, you are more on using the media, going online. So I think the challenge is really, even though vocation growing less and less, but it is also a chance for us to meet the people on where they are, because the technology keep on advancing, so we cannot stop that, but we need to also go with all of you, no? Like to learn the language of today, the science of today. So in order to catch up, what are you all thinking about? What are you all interesting about? Like that. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sister, for sharing. Okay, so ada lagi satu. Okay, ada satu lagi, sister. Hi, sisters and moderator. What led you to choose a life of serving God and set aside the possibility of romantic relationship? Wow. Okay. Maybe.
This one is God already choose. So if God already choose you from your mother's womb that you will become a father or sister, then your heart is not anymore for the romantic. Your heart is not longing for that anymore. So more on how I'm going to love my Jesus in romantic way. So how I want to see my Jesus. Do I serve Jesus through others? Do I serve Jesus through my sister who are living with me? Do I serve Jesus whom I cannot see the people every day in other places, but they are needed prayer. So through prayer, my service. So some sister of ours are also very sick, elderly sisters, no? So they are also sharing their mission in suffering. So they are also doing apostolate in suffering, no? Dia sakit kan, tiada dapat bikin apa-apa. So they are offering their pain, their discomfort to those people who are having problem in the world, a lot of a problem. So that is the one. For me personally, well, we are whole human being. We are having temptation, not to say no, but again always go back to the milestone that how God calls me. So every time if you have a temptation, this world is nice, is providing this to me, and then, stop. Think back. Am I living this life for whom, and how I'm being called, and how Jesus loved me until this moment? Just like that.
Kalau sister Amy pernah ada boyfriends or? Yeah.
For me, no. But for me personally, no. To fall in love is a very human and nature. So it is for us to experience how also God loves us and how also we live the other person. That's why there are also vocation for marriage life, even single life. So, but how do we really want to commit our life? If we want to choose married life or even to become religious sisters. So the kind of love you are direct to the person whom, like example for us, our love are to all, no? So like example, if you get married, so your love are for your family. So it's like that. So there is always a different kind of level and how you commit, how you give your life to others.
How you give your love.
Jadi ingat tuh guys, dari rahim lagi kena pilih sudah. Okay, any question? Any other question? Tidak. Ada satu. Maybe this was the last question nak kali kan? Okay, hi both sisters. If you are given the freedom to choose which country to have your mission after your perpetual vows, which country or place will you choose and why?
For me personally, I received going back to Philippines and one of the island I will serve. For me, it's not more on what I want, but what Jesus wants. Because the one who will do the work is Jesus, I'm just instrument. But if a human way of saying which one you like, maybe I will choose a local church at the moment, maybe just to, because I'm quite long already in the out of Malaysia. So just for a change, I would serve in Malaysia, since I know also local language like Tamil, Bahasa, English. So could be Malaysia, but I'm not saying that Malaysia alone that I'm love. Any of the place that God sent me, I really wish to go.
Okay, thank you, sister. How about sister?
So, of course, for me, if I have the freedom to choose, I would also like to serve the local church because of seeing the needs of the people, especially nowadays. We need the opportunity to reach out to them, especially to the young people, and to really to listen to you and to share our life as Daughters of St. Paul, our mission, our Pauline mission to all of you. But also, as we live in the vows of obedience, so wherever we are sent, I was also abide with what the Lord wants me. Wherever He wants me, like example, after my perpetual, I was announced I was to be sent to Thailand. So it is something new to me. Of course, is for me has something kind of adventure because I'm going to learn the new language and new culture. Meeting new people. But if that is what God is need me there, so I believe He will also provide me with graces in order for me to fulfill His mission. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that was the last question. Maybe ada juga question daripada viewers, and maybe they want to go deeper lagi kan, sister, and might be interested to know more about the congregation. So yeah, if there anyone wanted to know deeper about the congregation, whom shall they ask, sister? Maybe our viewers mungkin sekarang ada yang dari Malaysia, or maybe ada yang dari luar. Mungkin sister boleh share in Malaysia or maybe yang di luar.
Okay. From me, I would say that you can directly see any of Daughters of St. Paul sisters, that anywhere that you see, even in the market, in the church, or in the convent, in the bookstore, wherever you see our sister, you can feel free to approach. Do not be afraid, do not be shy. You can approach any of our sisters. They are very happy to serve your needs and to tell what is your questions. So for those who cannot reach physical way of sisters, then you can go to the social media. So since we are media nuns, known as communication sisters, you can find in all the website Daughters of St. Paul, and it come out in different countries, and you can already browse that which language, which country to whom you want to communicate, and what social communication apps that you want to use, you can find. This time even in Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything you can find us. So feel free to ask questions and then to explore.
Yeah, maybe our team will can help untuk letak di comment section, so that everyone can see to whom maybe dorang mau tanya lebih deeper question about the congregation, ataupun maybe just chit-chat kan, sister?
Sure.
Okay, so before we come to our end this podcast session, is there anything sister want to leave to our viewers, leave message to our viewers tonight, today?
So we are very actually grateful for this opportunity to be with you this evening, and we would also encourage more people and more generous people to come forward to help our mission, whether in materially or in your supportive way in prayers, because nowadays we also moving on in this digital world, so there's a lot of challenges in our mission. But we also believe that there is always opportunity also for us to reach more our audiences. So for the young people who are still searching for your vocation, do not be afraid to really discover the gift within you, because vocation is a gift, and all of us are called to love and serve.
For me, personally, I would say that all of us called to do little things, simple things where Jesus asks us to do. All of us are called to communicate in different way. So do not be afraid. If you feel that God or Jesus is calling you, if you having a lot of doubts like that, you may ask some help, or you can go to any priests or sisters that you want to ask certain questions like that. Or if you also want to know more, you can also ask in Messenger, Daughters of St. Paul Malaysia. You can message us, and then we try to respond to your needs. And then be a good communicator of Christ.
Okay, so everyone, we have come to the end of our podcast session today, and always remember that the vocation begins with a simple yet courageous yes to God. And again, sister, thank you and congratulations again for your official vows yang baru saja semoga terus melayani dan terus tabah di dalam pelayanan lah begitu. And then thank you everyone for tuning in with us tonight. So stay connected dengan kami di media sosial kami untuk aktiviti-aktiviti di dalam diocese kita, dan ya teruskan bersama-sama dengan kami, support kami guys. Okay, so until next time, this is Archdiocese Kota Kinabalu Studio, where we tell your story for His glory. Shalom and God bless.